All right, welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you've missed a little, but we'll compensate you with the rest of the program. We're going to be talking about the domestic league, talking about the Week 12 fixtures in the Nigeria Professional League, and we're going to be looking at the chances of some of the teams when they take to the field this weekend. Let's quickly give it to you what to expect this weekend. Guys, let me quickly run through the fixtures, and you pick out some of the matches that you think we should look forward to. Well, you have Rivers United taking on Rangers. That's it's going to be very interesting. Both teams representing Nigeria on the continent. We have ABS taking on Castina United. One of the other fixtures, MFM, high-flying MFM, takes on Remo Stars. Remo Stars have been dropping points at home of late. We'll talk about them shortly. Kano Pillars take on Eyimba. I think that game is going to be live on TV. So Kano Pillars taking on Eyimba in that one. You have 3SC taking on Plateau United. I mean, you're already spoiled for choices at this stage. Lobby Stars takes on Gombe United. You have FC Ifeanyi and Abia Warriors. You have Niger Tornadoes taking on Asarawa United. Aqua United taking on El Kanemi Warriors. And you have Sunshine Stars taking on Wiki Tourists. All right. I'm very sure they will not be touring. They'll be there hoping to get something. But guys, let's talk about. Let's start with Joseph Atawe. Which one of these fixtures?
Well, I think it has to be Rivers United up against the Enugu Rangers. Both managers are under pressure as we speak right now. Enugu Rangers are defending champions. You know, they have to retain the league or at least get a continental ticket. For Rivers United, look at the amounts they've spent. And don't forget, during the preseason, they were on tour in Spain, a well-organized team. So I think both managers, both teams are under pressure. And don't forget, Enugu Rangers, when it comes to away games this season, they've struggled. So I think for me, Enugu Rangers might just be lucky to pick up a point because I see Rivers United, you know, are doing the needful and getting the maximum 3 points in that one. But Enugu Rangers, because they're the defending champions, you know, with the performance they did put up in the CAF Champions League, they might bring that form into that game and see if they can at least snatch it draw. But I don't see them winning.
All right, Joseph.
Well, I definitely, the way it is, Rangers, they always struggle away. And Rivers United, Stanley Guma knows that his job is on the line. I mean, with what they have invested, they've plugged in, they shouldn't be where they are now. And for them to have recorded this bad result, already the managers are obviously under pressure. You know, I see Rivers United being able to eke out a result. You know, because I see them as a team, the team that, you know, they're at home, they're probably more desperate. And they will go all out. You know, they got a draw midweek, quite impressive. You know, they've been losing games. They got a draw at Wiki, which is quite impressive. You know, against the and this time around, I think they can pull out. You know, I think they will win.
Let's talk about another one. Two teams that look like a shadow of their former self, Kano Pillars and Eyimba. But in this case, Kano Pillars will be playing at home and taking on Eyimba. How would you think of that?
I mean, looking at the stats for more than a decade, it's been difficult for talking about Eyimba, you know, playing away from home to Kano Pillars. So I think it will continue because
the trend will continue.
It will continue in that vein because look at the current form. You are both teams, you know, struggling, but I think Eyimba, yes, this team has better advantage because they still have some games in hand, you know, to leapfrog other teams ahead of them. But I think going down to Kano would be a very difficult trip. You know, if Chinedu Doji, most of their key players, you know, comes to the party, they might just get something. But I still think for me, after 90 minutes, Kano Pillars.
Kano Pillars. I mean, because it's left Eyimba.
I mean, it's left Eyimba. No, I mean, I beg your pardon. Kano Pillars now, right now, if they, you know, bring up their A game, they should be able to at least get a point. So the least I expect from them
at home?
Be a point at home. I mean, don't forget,
that's strong.
I mean, they take on an Eyimba team. Don't forget, a very difficult, well experienced when it comes to Nigerian professional football league that might play on the day. I mean, for Kano Pillars, as I said, the least I expect from them should be a draw.
Oh, okay.
Kano Pillars is, I mean, Kadiri Kana knows Eyimba in and out. So he's playing against his former team. And Eyimba hasn't really changed in terms of conflagration since. They haven't. It's pretty much the same thing in terms of technique and, you know, how they approach the game. So his experience having coached Eyimba before would definitely come to bear in this match.
And similar situation with the first one we talked about. Both managers too under pressure. There are rumors of the coach almost getting assaulted. Talking about the Eyimba coach almost getting, and even kind of a lot of people pointing fingers and say, look, the results must change. The pressure on both managers, will he have a role to play on the outcome of the game?
Managers these days are under pressure. I mean, we are having cases of assault these days. Kabiru Dogo had his own at Nasarawa United. Modi was assaulted as well. Even Daniel Eto at the stage,
so the fans want results, basically.
The results oriented, and it's putting so much pressure on not just the managers, but as the team as a whole.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about another one. MFM, I want to say I fly the MFM. They've got some good results this season, and Remo Stars. Well, don't let me shade it with my opinion, but I don't think Remo Stars are good travelers. My opinion, and I don't think they're good with the evidence this season. I'm very sure you don't agree, but where will it swing? MFM?
Well, on paper, it's looking like a one-sided fixture, considering their former so far in Nigerian Professional Football League. You want to give it to MFM FC at home. They've been formidable compared to Remo Stars. For me, Remo Stars have struggled this, no doubt to that. But you must give it to them. I mean, I think in their last two matches, they've had 2 draws, and the new coach is doing well with the squad. Talking about Fatai Osho, don't forget they brought them to the Nigerian Professional Football League. But coming down to Lagos, a fortress, if you ask me, might be pretty difficult. So, I mean, if the likes of Olatuboso and Co. comes up to the party for MFM FC, and I expect them, to turn up to that, MFM should sneak up at least a 2-0 victory.